What's up, beautiful people? It is me, EL, your favorite dyslexic book nerd. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. I am having an awesome Monday because we know Mondays are my day off. It is nice out. It has been raining here for like forever and a day. My God, it's been raining and raining and raining. Yo, I don't know about y'all, but May was an awesome reading month for me. I read 5 books in May, which is a lot for me. Because I have aspirations of reading a lot in a month, but it never turns out that way. I usually end up reading like 2 books, maybe 3 a month. Give or take, depends. But May was lit. So I read The Redemptor by Jordan Fueko. That's the second book in the Ray Bear series. There's only 2, and so it's a duology. The way the story ended was awesome. I loved the story. It gave me found family. It gave me learning confidence and self-love and what that looks like, right? And also courage. And the book was just awesome. It had all of those themes in it. It's a YA book. I would recommend going out and getting the series. The Ray Bearer is the first book. The Redemptor is the second book. I read Ray Bearer in April, and then I read The Redemptor in May. Awesome book. I also read Lola by Anaya J. Her pen name is Inspired by Anaya. Let me make sure I get the right. Yeah, Inspired by Anaya. She's an independent black trans author. Awesome individual. I got to sit down with them, and I can't wait for you guys to be able to see that interview. Can't tell you when it'll be out, but eventually, sooner than later, it'll be coming out. And it was great to sit down with her and talk about the book. It is about a transgender woman in the 1950s. And it was a really good book. You got to see her vulnerable side with Freddie, who was the man that she loved. And there were a lot of reasons why they couldn't be together. One of them being she was black, he was Caucasian, the time, and some other issues that went on. And the book can be heavy in some places, right? Because we're talking about some real life things that was happening at that time, but it's also inspiring and encouraging to see how Lola comes out on the other side of a lot of things. And it definitely was a good book, and so I enjoyed that book. And then, of course, King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby, which comes out June 10th. Make sure y'all go and grab that book. I've seen a lot of people on TikTok now that say it's already on the shelves. It's not on the shelves here. They ain't gonna put my Barnes and Nobles ain't gonna put that book out till the 10th. I might do a drive-by on them and see if they did put it out, but no. Unless the release date changed from the 10th to the 3rd, because tomorrow's the 3rd, yes. Then they put that book out way early, because I thought that it was being released on the 10th. I'm going to call. Matter of fact, I'm going to call my Barnes & Nobles after I'm done talking to y'all and see if it comes out tomorrow or if it's still slated to come out on the 10th. That book was awesome. It was like, they say it's like the Godfather, but I think I've seen The Godfather, but I didn't really feel like it was like a modern day Godfather thriller. I do think it was a gangster thriller for sure, or there were components to it that made me feel like a gangster thriller, right? But Godfather didn't come to me. It definitely brings about, and I also reviewed that book for this month's this issue of Blackout Magazine. And so if you are a subscriber, you can go read my full review on King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby, or you can become a subscriber and then still be able to read my full review about King of Ashes. If you're not a subscriber, I don't know what you're doing. We're not finna go through that today. Anyway, it begs the question, like, does the means always justify the end, right? And family secrets, what happens when those things come to light, right? And why do we have them? Like, is it better that we keep some things away, or is it better that we put everything on the table at the time? And how those secrets have affected everyone in the family, you know, in some kind of way. And so that was an awesome read. I definitely recommend that. And then let's see. Oh, and my I was reading banger after banger after banger in May, right? Then we had Three Shattered Souls by Maya Corlin. That is the last book in the Broken Blade series. I got the arc to that, and I had the arc to the King Ashes, and it comes out in July. I believe July 10th. I might have that wrong, but I'll check that out and let y'all know. But that book is the book that I'll be reviewing in next month's issue. So y'all make sure that y'all subscribe so y'all can see my full review of Three Shattered Souls. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint me. It's very rare that you get a series that every book in the series is a banger, like one after the other. There's usually by the time you get to the last book, you like, man, that could have ended different, or this thing is lacking in some kind of way. This was not. It was not. It was just as good as the first one, as the second one. I wasn't upset about the way that it ended. We get to continue our trip with Rowie and Ariel, and I always say his name wrong, and Sora, and I can't remember the spy's name, but we get to continue the journey with them and see if, hey, we can end this thing. Like, they've been chased around since book one, right? And they have taken some losses along the way. They have betrayed each other in ways. It's a whirlwind of action and emotion, and definitely questions is a lie okay to tell, even if it's a lie you think that's going to spare someone else's feelings, right? Or keep someone else safe. Is it really the best thing to do, right? So definitely was a banger. Definitely. Like I said, that book comes out in July. I'm reviewing it for next month's issue. Y'all definitely gonna want to grab that. And then to end the month off, All the Sinners Bleed, another S.A. Cosby book, because after I read King of Ashes, which was my first S.A. Cosby book I ever read, I immediately jumped into All the Sinners Bleed because it was the book club read for the month, right? So I was like, oh, perfect, I'll just read it. When I tell you, and some people say that that was not his best work. If that was not his best work, I can't wait to see what his best work looked like, because that book was amazing. Like every time I thought it wasn't gonna take another turn, it took another turn for me, which was awesome. Same thing with King of Ashes though. Every time I thought I had figured out what was going down, it was something completely different, and I was like, oh, that is not what I thought was gonna happen. So yeah, All the Sinners Bleed, I definitely recommend that. S.A. Cosby has become an auto buy for me. Well, to be honest, I had already bought the other books in his catalog already, right? Before I read them, they on my TBR cart, right? Because I had seen some TikTokers that I value their opinion on his different books, and so I went and got those. The only book that I now do not own would be Darkest Prayer, and I was at the Barnes and Nobles and I was going to grab it and they didn't have it. Pissed me off. But anyway, I do have all of his books in ebook form, but I also want them in physical form. So I have all but that book and King of Ashes in physical form, and I have all of his books in ebook form. So how was y'all reading month? How was May for y'all? What did y'all read? Put it in the comments. Let me know how you reading month went. Did you read some bangers? Did you DNF some stuff? You got some books that carried over into the next month? Let me know. Put it in the comments and let's talk about it. But until then, next time, y'all do me a favor, go read a book.